I think we're going to move forward with the second round of our lightweight bracket. A couple of pretty good matchups. We're going to have Pedro taking on Collins, followed by Tobias Wilson taking on Sharquiz Cox. I think that's going to be an interesting fight. Mr. Cox and Tobias both had pretty good showings in the first round, so we'll see how this second round goes for the lightweight fighters.
I'll tell you what, you mentioned it earlier. The footwork Pedro showed, Pepe El Toro, I love his nickname, showed in that first round. Very impressed with his footwork. I believe he won a decision, but handily won that decision. Very impressed. Like I said, one of the few fighters we've seen tonight that really kind of looked the part, if you will, kind of passed the eye test.
He just did a good job mixing those shots up. He came in, had the good, strong game plan against his first-round opponent, landing a lot of overhand rights, but it wasn't like he was just coming in throwing those big overhand rights. He was setting it up with his body shots. He was mixing up well, but he's taking on D. Collins. I was impressed with D. Collins in the first round as well, so we're going to see how he does in the second round. Very tall, rangy fighter. Both these guys coming in at 165 pounds, coming in at the top of the weight class here for the lightweight.
And that's what you want to see, you know. I mean, you see, you know, you watch anybody watch combat sports, you know that you want that size advantage, and both these guys, you know, once again, we kind of mentioned the weight classes, and you see a matchup here with two guys kind of carrying the same weight into this second round fight here.
Second round, first fight, lightweight bracket. D. Collins taking on Pedro.
D getting a little last-minute advice from his corner.
Mr. El Toro. Both these guys, mid-30s, still in here mixing it up. Much respect to these guys. Let's see how they do tonight.
Touch of gloves here to start us out.
Pedro coming out. Both fighters coming out orthodox.
D looking like he's trying to establish a jab, and Pepe El Toro slinging that overhand right like he did in that first round fight that he had.
Pedro's got one of those styles where he just kind of, he plops forward. He's a little bit on his toes here, but mostly flat-footed, just kind of plopping forward. Pretty good high guard or pretty good high shield with his hands. And just real good at kind of just throwing those overhand rights.
Good jab. He's kind of bouncing in with that jab with the footwork.
I like how he's setting it up with the fakes.
Oh, good right hand. Got D on
just a little bit.
Wobbly legs.
I don't know
he
why
didn't
he's
follow
not pressing
it
forward right
Why did he
here.
not finish it?
Why he's not pressing forward? What's going on here?
Not sure.
Both fighters talking to the ref, and the ref's like,
get on him.
Oh, he puts him down. Overhand right. I think the referee was expecting, I think D. Collins was expecting the referee to step in with like an 8 count.
Why he's going to step in? I mean, he landed the shot. You got to go in there and you got to finish this guy off. He could have finished the fight in the first round.
Very interesting conversation
there. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know why Pepe is mad at the ref. I mean, you hurt your opponent. You got to press forward. You got to press forward. So he did indeed, you know, after a brief pause in action there, he did indeed come forward and put D. Collins down with that patented overhand right that we've seen so far tonight from Pepe El Toro.
So the crowd getting a little bit more live here. We're getting some guys just walking around the Possum Town Throwdown. I mean, you could just walk up to the corner, just talk to your fighter.
Yeah, my man here, he's got the Crown Royal in the can. Got the little mixed Crown and Coke, giving D. Collins a little advice.
Yeah, trying to give him some advice for the second round. See if he can
what advice are you giving D. Collins here? Keep that left hand up.
Circle away from the power. Circle away from the power of Pedro. Keep that left hand glued high. Use your range. You know, they both coming in at 165 pounds, but two totally different frames. You got Pedro a little bit more shorter and compact. You got D. Collins a little bit longer.
I'm not sure if D. Collins is going to answer the bell here. He's kind of sitting on the stool a little bit longer than what the ref liked here. Yeah, I think he might still be wobbly. It's not going to take not take much. He's a little gun shy right now.
2 shots right
to
the
but he lands a good right hand of himself, but he's dropping that left hand. But he's
too excited. He's got Pepe hurt.
Oh, Pepe with the power. Now they're tying up right here in front of us.
Good start in round 2 here.
Good action here in round 2. we were
D.
questioning
Collins.
D. Collins, and he comes out, lands a big hand, and really changes the pace of this fight. If he presses right now,
Absolutely.
I see a little blood trickling out of Pet. Oh, he puts him
he
down.
put him
He's
down.
out. He's
D.
out.
Collins knocked out
Pedro
here.
just when I
Pedro,
thought that D.
wow.
Collins was changing the outcome of this fight, Pedro lands that overhand right with the blood trickling out of his nose.
Several people trying to get in the ring here. Joey, I think, trying to get control. Stepping back.
Well, you got to let the
Good
doctors
overhand
do what they
right by
do.
Pedro. This is the fight game.
He's
It
talking.
happens. It happens. D's back up, sitting down on his butt here.
He landed the shot. He landed the shot that he wanted. You know, D came out, and you know,
credit to a guy that comes out and goes down on his
like
shield.
I said, exactly.
He could have went out in that second round. He didn't have to answer the
He
bell.
didn't
for
have
that
to answer the bell in the second round.
He
He got
came
hurt.
out.
He
He
got
came
hurt.
out. He actually, landed his own right hand there early in the second round, and was kind of turning the tides of the fight before Pedro was able to kind of land that overhand right that we've seen him land.
It's our first knockout of the night. First knockout of the night. We've seen
I
a
think that's going to be a $500
couple
bonus in
TKO.
Pedro's pocket.
Pedro gets an extra 500 there and punches his ticket into the finals for the lightweight bracket for that Possum Town Throwdown belt and the $1,500. Great fight, though. You know, you see these guys are really starting to get comfortable now and really, starting to impose their will.
I think you see two guys. I think those two very talented guys. Two talented fighters
That's
coming
a
in.
competitive fight.
Yeah, real good fight. Much credit to D. Collins. Again, we kind of
Doctors
mentioned
in there checking on Mr. Collins.
D was hurt. D was hurt towards the end of the first round. And again, much respect to him. He didn't have to answer that bell, but he did. And Pedro was able to come to get in, get the finish here in the second round.
And the crowd is now on their feet, right? They've been waiting for that KO all night.
First one of the night.
Unfortunately, D. Collins suffers the right hand of destruction from Pepe El Toro, but once again, no reason to hang his head. Great fighter. He's back on his feet. He's going to meet in the center. They're going to dap it up. That's what you want to see here at Possum Town Throwdown. So we got the Raging Cajun announcing Pepe El Toro as the winner of our semifinal lightweight fight here. That's what the crowd was looking for that knockout.
So good sportsmanship between the two fighters.